Oh my God, it's 18 minutes long. We probably won't watch it.
See, with our ARs, we're citizens. Without them, we'll be slaves. They're not assault weapons. They're sporting weapons. It's necessary to protect my family from tyrannical government.
Why do you think there are so many mass shootings?
Because that's what's on the agenda for the left. They want to take guns away from law-abiding citizens.
Protesters pushed up against barricades, keeping them away from the NRA meeting site. It's tense. The pain of a national tragedy does not bridge divides here.
When was a shooter a member of the NRA? I want you to tell me. You can't, because it never happened, and it never will. You're an idiot.
I believe you have the right to own a firearm, but I do not believe you should be 18 years old to be able to have an AR. When you use an AR, you're going to kill people. You don't go hunting for deer with an AR.
When the founding fathers defined freedom, they didn't think that ARs were going to be part of it.
Or black people.
Yeah.
Or people of color.
People of color.
And how about freedom? They want to talk about how we shouldn't ban guns because that's hurting our freedom. How about abortion? We're forcing women to have kids.
I see you have an Antifa flag right here. How would you describe yourself politically?
I'd say I'm a socialist.
Sorry, Morby. You know, I was thinking, it's like, man, when it's really fast like that, I wonder if like for the folk, you still got 125. Do I? No, I think it's on normal. It says normal, bruh. It's normal, bruh. They sound normal now. I know. I was thinking for my overseas friends that this might be a little fucking disconcerting, just like blah, 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 or hard to understand, especially if English is your second language. You're just like, what the fuck's going on? Oh my God, am I this high? What's happening? He's a socialist. Go figure. No, he's just on meth. That's all.
So I believe in taxing the church, taxing the rich, abolish the police. Police are supposed to protect us in schools, right? But in Uvalde, they didn't. When I get older, like old enough, 21, I'm gonna own a firearm because I don't trust police to solve my cases.
Marx said in his Communist Manifesto that we should arm the proletariat. Just arm the proletariat to ensure that they're able to defend themselves.
Well, my sign asks a pretty obvious question that I think everybody should be asking. This is the right time to have a celebration of guns right on the heels of more than a dozen kids and teachers getting murdered a few days ago in Uvalde. This is ridiculous that we're the only country that has to deal with this, and that's what today is all about, is voicing our righteous outrage at our elected officials.
First of all, we're not the only country that deals with this. There's been other countries who's dealt with it, but here in America, it is way more common than it is in other countries. But that's interesting that there's a bunch of people who are like, America's the only one that suffers from this. And it's like, no, it's not. But I will admit, we do have to eat a lot of shit here. So these guys ought to tell this stuff to people from Venezuela. Yeah, Zippy. Yeah. You know, it's interesting that people have the right to do this kind of protesting and if you try to do this kind of protesting in Venezuela, they just sort of scoop you up or shoot you down, right? It's interesting that people are just like, abolish all the police, but then they're going to be the first ones to call the police when someone's fucking robbing their asses with a gun, you know? I don't know. The people, you know, I support the idea of regulating these guns because I definitely think that something needs to be done. There's just too much of this craziness going on. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I definitely see some of these younger people who are sort of speaking from, I feel like a lack of experience in life, that they're just talking all this shit and they have no idea like the consequences of what they're asking for. What is a socialist country? You know, like there are countries that have ideas of socialism in it, but for the most part, it's a mix of socialism and capitalism, right? It's not just a socialist country. And then when you do have these countries that go full on, you know, communism or socialism, it ends up being really bad. And Venezuela is one of the latest to sort of experience that. Andrew said in the video, when he is wearing his normal clothes, the talks are a little more serious. In his suit, they're kind of trolling. I could see that. The Venezuelans would be on the asses of all these people for real. Yeah, people. It's interesting when you hear people talk from other countries that come here and is like, are you serious? This exists in the world? Like that one girl who came over from North Korea. What's her name? Something Park. She was just like, people have no idea what they're asking for here. You're literally giving the government complete control over every aspect of your life. Do you think that these people care about you? Do you think that at least in the system, in a democratic capitalistic system, the people have kind of a voice, even though that the narratives kind of get pushed on to people, and media has a big influence on what's going on. People are swayed in certain directions, and basically corporations have completely captured our political system. And, there you go. More followers. Yes, more Prime followers. Let's go. Let's go. Amen. They're just parroting stuff they really don't understand. Yeah, they're just parroting shit that they read in some college book. Finally, yeah, Morby, get your pen. Get it down. Let's take some baby steps and just sell ARs anymore or something. Yeah, I mean, I want to own a gun, but my wife won't let me. And I'm not against people owning guns, because I definitely don't want to end up in a shithole situation where they're just sort of commanding us to do whatever they tell us to do. I do like the idea that we have some kind of say. A government should fear the people, not the other way around. But something has to be done. 18-year-olds should not be able to just go and no, I know it doesn't mean but I don't know if you were here, Skittles, but this one young person was like, we got to abolish the police. And that's the thing, that the message sort of gets skewed as well. Defunding police does not mean abolishing it. It has been a misconstrued concept. Allocating to rehabilitate the community itself, like in schools and mental health, is beneficial, but people don't like the long-term things. They want instant. And I'm not against that at all. I'm really not. I'm not against police, but I'm not against reallocating funds, putting them into better situations. But what we saw in cities like New York City, San Francisco, Seattle, these cities have turned into fucking, just Los Angeles has turned into a crazy zone where people are just running amok. I mean, we've all seen the videos where people are leaving their car doors open so they won't smash out the windows. You've seen these people running into Walgreens, just stealing all they want and running out. I don't think that should be allowed. I don't think that Google's headquarters out of Seattle should have to move out of downtown Seattle because the crime is so crazy there, because no one's doing anything, because either the cops have quit or they've been defunded. So many IG posts about looting. Yee. Yeah, and so it's not that, again, I'm not against this idea of reallocating funds. That's not me. I'm not really, I'm not against the police. I do think there's some good people out there. But what I am against is the systematic idea of defending wrong. Like they're a brotherhood or a what do you call it? A brotherhood's kind of, what do you call it? They're a system that protects themselves. You know what I mean? It's systematic that they have to look the other way. And if anybody ever speaks up, if you are a cop and you rat out another cop for doing wrong, you automatically become a bad person in the police's eye. And I think that kind of bullshit needs to stop. That's the shit that keeps this sort of perpetuating over a fraternity. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's a fraternity of sorts where you have to protect people you have to protect everybody, even the bad ones. And it's like, fuck that. That should not be incentivized. We are just getting so many offers here for being famous. I just love it. I just love how many we just are constantly. I can't believe how we are so blessed to get. We can be famous. We can buy our primes and follow. I mean, my God, we are blessed. What is this, 4 times today? That is just amazing, folks. That is just amazing. Y'all should really check Campus Reform on YouTube. They interview college kids who do this sort of thing. Then the kids are told what exactly they're advocating. Oh, that's cool. I do want to check that out, Zippy. What is it called? Let me see. It's called Campus Reform. And here's the thing. I'm old, and I've been young once, and I've had ideas like this. I was like so convinced I wanted to go into sociology. I was going to quit music. I was like, I don't care about music. I want to go and help change the world. And I was doing protests, and I was all into that. And I'm not against protesting or anything. I'm totally about it. I think everyone should be out there peacefully protesting. And if you believe something, you should definitely go out and have your voice be heard. I want people's voices to be heard. I want everyone to feel comfortable in the world that we're creating here. But there are some really wild ideas sort of taking place right now, and we're seeing real world ramifications from that. Again, New York City's crime rate has gone crazy. San Francisco, Los Angeles. The homelessness problem, the mental illnesses problem. If we're reallocating money out of the police department, why is the homeless and mental illness in Los Angeles out of fucking control? It's because we're not reallocating them incorrectly. We're pushing good officers out of the force, and we're having instead we got, and here's the other thing. I feel like it incentivizes the worst people to be police. I feel like if you have this kind of pressure against the police, who wants to do that job? At the end of the day, you're going to just have bullies, people who were fucked with in school, or people who have a chip on their shoulder who's like, well, I'll do that. I'll fucking do that. I mean, I know this sounds controversial, but I almost feel like we should be funding the police more if it was a higher paid job, if they were trained better. How many times have you seen a fat, sloppy fucking pig out there? Sorry, fat, sloppy cop out there being manhandled by a little fucking 20-year-old? You know what I mean? These cops are barely trained. They barely have any training. They don't stay up on their training. They get fat, they get sloppy, they get lazy. They don't give a fuck. It's just like, who are these people? There should be a standard. There should be a standard. If you're going to be a cop, you shouldn't be able to be overweight. You shouldn't be able to, you should be training all the fucking time. You should be learning jujitsu or something. You know what I mean? Like, you should learn how to defend yourself, how to fucking do shit. We went over this last year, or maybe in 2020, but we were talking about how a barber requires more training than a cop. It's crazy. They do have maintenance trainings, but how many of those people, how many times do you see fat, overweight cops? That's not maintenance to me. Maintenance training should be fucking your fat ass needs to lose weight or you're off the squad. That's what that means. That's what I think maintenance training should be. But I'm not a cop. I don't want to be a cop. I don't particularly like talking to cops. But I have cops in my family. They're good people. They're good cops. They're fucking good people. And to say that a few bad apples, and I get the idea of all cops are bad. If you're complicit in this kind of behavior, then you're guilty by association, right? If you're complicit in this, if you're willing to look the other way while your partner, does whatever, makes terrible calls, does illegal things, racist, whatever the situation, then you are guilty and you are a part of that. But I don't think it applies as a whole. Me personally, I heard y'all cops only get 6 months of training. What is that? They're here. They got to go to university sometimes. Yeah. And that's what I think. I think we should have, if we could have them let's have ex-SEALs be cops. But how many SEALs are there? How many fucking Navy SEALs are there in the world? Lord, I also see same with firefighters. That man's going to be dead. Yes, kids, for real. You got these fat ass firefighters. What ladder are you climbing, sir? What ladder are you climbing? I hope you got some sleep. I had an okay day. How nice to see y'all again. Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm glad you guys are all being nicey nice. Oh snaps! I got some sleep. Good. Look at that. And I have asthma. Oh, what about they're fat, they're smokers, they got asthma. Yeah, I don't want shit on the firefighters. I mean, the firefighters are people who run into burning buildings for people they don't even know. Cops are people who, I don't know. I mean, just sometimes the wrong people can be cops, and those are the people that need to be weeded out. And I don't know, man. It's just we're seeing real world ramifications for this idea of defunding police, and whether or not that's what defunding police means, we're seeing real world ramifications of that. And I don't think we should cut their pay because they're already under a lot of pressure. If we start cutting their pay, they're going to do. I mean, it's like, people who work at McDonald's. Do they really give a fuck about their job? No, because they don't make shit. I have a different feeling in my city in Canada. What's your feeling, Brendan? Canada, does Canada have a bad policing problem? I mean, you guys don't have a whole bunch of. I mean, you guys are just about to lose your guns and stuff. They're about to take all the guns over there. And I heard in Montreal that you have to speak French. Like they're forcing people to speak French in Montreal or something. In Quebec, is that where Montreal is? Fuck, I don't know. I haven't run into a bad cop. Yeah, I have. I've run into a lot of bad cops. A lot of assholes in my time. Fat fucking pigs. But again, that's my own experience. And I was also up to no good. So, I also have to take that into consideration. I was actually out there being a dick. So, whatever. But I would love to know your opinion. Cutting pay is a way to keep everyone below. I do not support cutting pay, no matter how controversial the role, because the cost of living is climbing. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all to cut someone's pay, especially if the gas. Come on, man. Joe Byron. Yeah, gas right now. Just people who live in crappy cities like the city I live in. They're paying exorbitant prices right now. So I don't know what the fuck. Shit's crazy right now. Shit is crazy right now. But in all actuality, getting back to sort of this whole idea of these mass shootings that are going on all the time, something does need to be done. I waited for Moneybag Joe to forgive my student loan and yeah, what happened? What happened, Joe Byron? Pay my student loans. No, I heard that he was supposed to pass something where he's paying $10,000. What is that? Byron? Forgive student loan up to 10K. Let's see. Forbes never lies, right? Over 500 groups tell Biden that 10,000 student loan forgiveness isn't enough. Let's hear this.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was
God
hard
damn
to
it.
take.
All right, I'll just read it, guys. As President Biden continues to consider a broad student loan forgiveness initiative, a huge coalition of advocacy organizations is urging them to cancel substantial amounts of student loan debt. Biden administration officials have been suggesting for over a month that executive actions to cancel student debt is under serious consideration. What that means is that they're trying to win public opinion right now because nobody likes Joe Byron. No one likes Uncle Joe right now. Fucking no one cares for the hair sniffer right now. Everyone is like, why am I paying too much money, hair sniffer? What's going on, Mr. Byron? This is them trying to sway public opinion. It's under serious consideration. That's all they got. That's all Grandpa has. He's going to seriously consider it. He's going to, everybody, don't, stop worrying. Don't worry, everybody. Grandpa Joe's on the case. He's seriously considering it, y'all. Everybody, sleep easy tonight. Fill your tank to the top today because Grandpa Joe Byron's got you. Not Joe Byron. I want to take you out to dinner, baby. Haven't been doing anything for them to act unfriendly to me. The worst I've done was started a wheelie and saw the cop. He pulled me over and gave me a warning. That would be the worst experience where he could have been a D but wasn't. Yeah, well, you guys are friendly Canadians, all right? You guys, even the cops are a little bit more friendly. I don't know if you guys have a lot of racist cops shooting black people in the streets. I don't know if that's your thing over there. Apparently, that's what's going on over here. I don't know about that. There's different studies that suggest differently. Then there's different. But how can you trust those studies, because they fucking lie about everything? So who fucking knows? Let's see. I do have 1K left anyways, but I have been paying. Oh, damn. You're making me jelly, bruh. Damn, Skittles. How you going to sit here and make me all jelly about your student loan debt? I still have like 12 G's left on mine. It's bullshit. If they do the 10,000 thing, I'm looking at like, yo, I'm going to call these bitches. I'm going to be like, listen, he's paying 10 G's. Let's just call it even, baby. Come on, Joe Byron. I want to take you out to dinner. I want to see that video now. It's so funny to me. Grandpa, when give me free education? You know, and I see both sides of that, where people are like, hey, I had to pay my student loan debt. What the fuck? And now he's just going to come do that. But I still owe money, so it works out in my favor. So, of course, I'm going to be like, yeah, come on, Joe Byron. Fucking hook it up, bro. Hook it up. So what are we going to do about guns? I don't know. Do we abolish all guns? Is that what we do? I don't know. Bro, are you kidding me? You still have debt from that? I mean, it's really effing expensive, but holy moly. Yeah, well, you know, I've been fucking putting them off for years. I've been just... Can we push that back a little? I'm a little short this month. Can we just push them back? I've been out of school for like, how many years now? It's been like 15 years or something. 15, 14, 13 years. Jesus. I mean, you're such an adult. Like, what the fuck? Listen, Morby. Some people carry this shit to their death, and that's the only way you can get out of them in here. Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me, Morby. I know how fucking corporate interest has just invaded all of our policies. It doesn't matter what it is. Corporate interest, government, media. That's the trifecta here. Corporate interest, government, corporate interest, it fucking holds over all. Come on, man. Let me sniff your hair, man. That's how. It's lifelong politicians who are bought and paid for by corporations, who are backed by the fucking media, who gives them a mouthpiece to fucking do whatever they feel like do their bidding. The lawmakers are also corrupted. Yes, money corrupts. Power corrupts. Let's get back into this.
Officials and the people at the NRA who decided to celebrate guns with blood on their hands today.
This time at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas.
We've just learned the death toll is
Oh, you're bumming me out, guys.
up to 19 children in...
We're here. We're in Houston. We're at the NRA Convention. I think the mayor asked this not to happen.
Hold on. Let's back that up a little. Hold on.
We're here. We're in Houston. We're at the NRA.
There it is, everybody. If America could be a cardboard cutout. Trambo! Holy shit, what the fuck? At the other day, yeah, like in New York when they banned vaping to support tobacco companies, hell, yeah. Yeah, it's not for the people. NRA, yeah, NRA, National Rifle, New Red Army, no, National Rifle Association. Who Andrew was talking to outside was people who were protesting the NRA conference, because this was in Houston, and the Uvalde shooting was in Texas as well. Houston is in Texas as well, for our overseas friends who might not understand that. It's all in the same state. Yeah, Trump. This shit is amazing. Hold on. I need to hold on, let me do something real quick, y'all. This is life right here. I'm going to go ahead and clip that and email it to myself, because that's amazing. Yeah, no rifles allowed. Soon, hopefully, no. Again, I'm not against. I'm just like, why do you need like a banana clip and automatic stuff? Like, I don't understand that. Like, is this really what hunters hunt with? Like, I don't know a hunter who's out there going. But again, I'm not against people's right to own guns, but maybe, I mean, if you're going to keep these automatic rifles, because first of all, how are you going to take automatic rifles? How are you going to get people to turn them over? You're not going to get, Americans are not going to just hand over their shit. Fucking Naders, who, I don't know if Naders is still in chat, but Naders invited me to his fucking property to go shoot his Tommy gun. You think Naders is just going to hand over his Tommy gun? Fuck no. So we got to do something. And I think, again, a lot of people say that it's a mental health issue. I tend to agree that it's a bit of a mental health issue. Like, since the pandemic especially, we're in the middle of this horrifying mental health crisis. You got people killing themselves all the time. We got our soldiers, like, what is it? Like, there's 10 soldiers a day killed themselves or something like that. It's some crazy number. We have little girls who are killing themselves, like just young women, young people killing themselves. We got old men, middle-aged men who feel like they have nothing in this world to offer and who are just murdering themselves. So it's like, it's a very much, we have a really horrible mental health system here, and we're not getting people the help that they need. And I don't know. I mean, we could go further, I guess, but I'm not sure how you're going to get a bunch of fucking people who have a bunch of automatic weapons, how you're going to get them to turn over their automatic weapons. Again, I'm not opposed to the idea. Of course, we got to work this shit out. But how do we do that? How do you get a bunch of people who are fucking Trambo here? How do you fucking get them to turn over their guns? Because there is a lot of responsible gun owners in this country. There's a ton of them. I grew up in Ohio. There's a ton. I know all my friends went fishing. All my friends went hunting. All my friends, this is Ohio. Okay? This is Ohio. So it is huge here. So I don't know any Ohioan who owns these kind of guns who are just going to be like, okay, government, here you go. Yeah, like if you think about it, this is really fed. This is really fed up. Who would Trump for reals needs this weapon? I don't know who needs that weapon. I don't. Sickening to think about. He's gonna shoot pro-vax. That's who. Fuck you, pro-vaxxers. Fuck you, Biden voters. That's not funny, but it is funny, Morby. The people who got him indicted in New York, not even sure if they got him. No, they haven't. They haven't really. He's been He's been getting out of all those indictments and stuff. There's a lot. It does seem to be there's a lot of trumped up cases against him. I don't know. It in the court of law, it does seem like that. Oh Lord. Well, this is an amazing picture nonetheless. I mean, I'm not a Hooters. He needs a Hooters hat. Hooters, bring your automatic rifles. Hooters, they're not interested. Hooters, I voted for Trump. Let's all go to Hooters, y'all. Let me get this for you guys. Hooters. Listen, I don't like Hooters. I'm going to say this again. I'm not a big fan of Hooters. I'm not. My wife and my son decided to go to Hooters, and my son was just enthralled. Apparently, my son was just like, ooh, booties, ooh, boobies, ooh, booty, booty, booby, ooh, booty, booty. It makes me very uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable at Hooters. I don't like strip clubs. I don't like that they make eye contact with you and all you see is there's like a dead-eyed stare back at you. It makes me uncomfortable. Not a fan of those places that are like, look at this, display women like meat. It's not really my thing. I'm more of a stay-at-home porn watcher kind of guy, or sexually harassing my wife. I grab her ass constantly. It's a problem. It's so much that she doesn't like it that much sometimes. She's like, stop, motherfucker, get away from me. I want to fuck my wife constantly. That's my problem. It's like, how do I constantly keep a stream of cum going inside my wife? I don't know. It's hard. All right, I'll stop, guys. I'll stop. I'm a big fan of the Double O and Hooters. That's about it. And their wings. Yeah, they brought me home wings, by the way. And I'm going to eat those wings. And Hooters. Fucking Hooters. Ziggy was in here earlier saying that she had Hooters in Japan. Yeah, that's right, Morby. Morby knows. Ziggy said that she had Hooters in Korea and in Japan, and neither place had buffalo wings. I'm just like, who the fuck? How you gonna call yourself Hooters and not have fucking the wings, the buffalo wings, bruh? No, she cannot. Ziggy does not have that power here, Skits. She does not have that power here. She's only in other channels. Only in like 50,000 other channels does she have that power.
Convention. I think the mayor asked this not to happen. The governor pulled out, but it's still going down.
Shooting an RPG is the ultimate Vegas hooker experience. It seems like a great idea at the time. It's really, really expensive, and it's over way too fast. An RPG is a rocket-propelled grenade. So anything that launches that, they either call an RPG for short or a rocket launcher. Within the past couple of months, Airtronic did sell off about 30 of our older models through Gunbroker. So there's a lot of these in civilian hands now, and people are enjoying them. Remember, American made.
American made.
This is a MR 762A1. I don't know anything about guns, so I don't know what the hell this is. I'm pretty sure this is a gun. This is a gun.
I'm a big NRA proponent. I'm a life member. The timing sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. This doesn't have anything. There's no connection between this and what happened in Uvalde. There just isn't.
What do you think that we can do to stop mass shootings like that?
I think it goes back to the basic family. I'm 66 years old. When I was in high school, we used to take our shotguns to high school to show our coaches if we got a new shotgun. Then we'd go bird hunting after school. There was never a school shooting when I was in high school. What's different from then to now? What's changed?
What do you think changed?
It's the family. Look how many single parent families there are. Just go to Chicago. Look at the amount of crime in Chicago. I mean, they have 40, 50 gun shootings a weekend.
I guess the difference would be that, like, in Chicago, a lot of that violence is gang-related. We're talking about kind of lone wolf shooters walking into an elementary school with an AR-15.
It's troubled kids. I'm not a big gamer, but, I mean, I've seen a lot of the video games, and there's a lot of them that are just shoot them up, blow them up, you know. It doesn't look real.
Yeah. So how do you think we can rebuild the American family?
That's got to be done at the street level. Single parents are running 30-40% of the households. It takes two people to raise a kid.
Why does anybody need to have, an AR-15?
Guns have been around here since the beginning of America. So
that's
back
not
in
true.
The day, it was like muskets and stuff.
It doesn't matter. Nowhere
I guess
in the
that's
Constitution
true.
does say.
You have to stop this right now. You have to go across the street, please.
What do you think about increased background checks?
I think the background checks is adequate now.
Hey! Right there, exit, please. Across the street.
What do you think could have been done to prevent what happened in Uvalde a few days ago?
We could have banned assault weapons 20 years ago.
That dude, man, there's a lot to be said about a family unit, but I don't know if that's gonna solve the problem. I'm not sure if that's the problem, but he says, hey, you gotta go across the street. You can't be doing that here. Oh my Lord, I'm as free as a burb. I forgot how that song goes. How does that song go? Obligatory husbands for single mothers. There you go. Morby, I think we figured it out. I think we've solved the problem. Have mercy. Morby has figured it out, y'all. We gotta get these women married up In the first place, and we're going to start is at Hooters. We're going to go to Hooters. We're going to get these women married up, and then it's going to solve all the mass shootings. We just got to go to Hooters and get these women married up, and that's going to take care of everything. On a serious note, there is something to be said about a full family unit. There is numbers out there that support, children come out on the better end of the stick, as they say, with a 2-parent household, whether it's a man, woman, dude, woman, zay, whatever the situation is. A 2-parent household usually comes out a little bit more balanced kids, but I'm not trying to shit on single mothers. God bless the single mother who does it on her own, or the single father for that matter. So I don't know, but I don't know if that's gonna solve fucking mass shootings. Like, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to do some for real regulating, some real. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm not an expert or anything.
The murder at Uvalde, Texas will tell everyone that we need to have gun under control. We don't take guns away from people, but we have to have a proper background checks. That is the only way we can avoid these kind of murders of children. You cannot say, well, we hire police or these are mental people. Abbott, he said that there's a mental problems with the United States.
Anybody who shoots somebody else has a mental health challenge.
What about the rest of the world? Do they have mental problems too? No, they don't, right? So that's why we are here.
It's better that the government knows that people do have ARs. Governments have killed 260 million people in the 20th century. Stalin, Mao, whatever. People say, oh, that'll never happen here. We all live in a bubble. We are the most privileged country on earth. From the homeless guys here to fucking Bill Gates. Oh, crap, where's I going with this? What was I gonna say? Okay, governments, this, that. Okay, you know who EDP is?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that caught him.
Wait, you're the guy who caught EDP?
Yeah.
So how do you think that we can prevent mass shootings like the one that occurred a couple days ago?
The reality is, there's Salvador Ramos is out there.
Who the fuck is EDP? Anybody know who EDP is? Criminal? Is he a criminal? I don't know who EDP is. This guy, whatever this guy is. What's this guy's problem? Oh yeah, BTS was at the White House, y'all. BTS was at the White House, but they didn't bother to bring up that Joe Biden supports Asian, and so to fight Asian hate, but they didn't bring up the fact that Joe Biden's administration supports Asian discrimination within the universities. Cool. So we speak English to get guns with improved background checks. That is a big relief. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. We got. Listen, this is how we're gonna do it, y'all. We're going to get these women married up at Hooters. We're going to get these mental health background checks. And we're going to take these rifles away. And that's going to solve all the problems. EDP 445 blows up on TikTok after allegations of trying to meet with him. EDP was a TikToker. Brendan Twitching, I'm sorry you got moderated. I wish that... I'm trying to fucking get those moderations out. What happened to our thing? We kind of got diverted here, guys. I know this isn't music news, but this is very interesting.
The reality is there's Peyton, whatever the hell his name was, Adam Lanza, yada yada. People will be uncomfortable if there's teachers armed in schools.
Yeah, we need more guns around the schools. We protect our president with guns. We protect our congressmen with guns. We protect our governors with guns, our celebrities, sporting events, jewelry stores, banks. And then we protect our children with a sign that says, this is a gun-free zone.
I see that you have Rosa Parks here. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I met Rosa Parks. She's anti-abortion. She's a good friend of MLK. He's anti-abortion. He was anti-abortion. So, case closed.
They have a menu fly. Yo, I love it when, like, you know who does that? Alex Jones does it. I got the paperwork right here. And he's just holding up some piece of paper. This guy's just holding up a piece of paper. It says it right here, so you know it's true, goddammit. This guy, what? First of all, what does that have to do with abortion? But he's just like, MLK was against abortion too, case closed. Joe Exotic. Okay, Joe Exotic, thank you so much. You've solved all our problems. And by the way, can we just comment on how he's wearing his glasses on the outside of his sunglasses? Can we just acknowledge this whole situation right here? That he has his seeing glasses on the outside of his sunglasses. Listen, I'm not saying I'm any better. Look, okay? I'm not any better. Oh, God. But I am a little bit. All right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on here? Got to make it work somehow. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Paired with a topless visor. If only his topless visor said Hooters. 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 Wear your glasses on the outside of your sunglasses. Hooters. MLK was against abortions. Hooters. This piece of paper says it, so it's true. All right. I mean, this guy's amazing right here. I love this guy.
He's anti-abortion. He was anti-abortion. So, case closed.
I see that you have 2 Mike Lindell My Pillows attached to your belt loops on either side.
Yeah, Mike's a friend of mine. I've only met him once in person, but
he's a friend.
He knows what I've been doing for him.
He sounds like a good friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend, and this is a little bit more firm. And they're the best pillows I've ever had.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the softer one, the medium fill. The standard's a little tough on my neck.
Did you enjoy his pillows prior to his endorsement of Donald Trump?
Well, they've been around for a long time. I couldn't afford them. He cut the price in half now. Here's a tip. Don't order them through the mail because they come wrapped up with no box. Go to Walmart, get them in a box. The box is going to be worth more than the pillow.
Why?
Because it's classic. I'm getting ready to go over to the communists that are packing guns.
Do you think it's smart to engage with them?
I screamed profanity at them and it made them angry. They can't tolerate freedom of speech, but they expect me to tolerate them threatening me.
What is your favorite piece of profanity to hurl at an Antifa BLM soldier?
Fat baby butcher bitches. Fat baby butcher bitches.
Jesus. Okay, wherever he orders from, it ain't Amazon. Oh, shit. Hooters. He orders it from Hooters. Listen, we're going to go over to Hooters. We're going to order ourselves some pillows. We're going to get these women husband up. Well, you know why they're working at Hooters? It's because they ain't got no husbands. And once we get these single women husband up, we're going to take their guns and we're going to dip them in ranch sauce so they don't work no more, okay? We're going to make some Buffalo Ranch AR-15s. You understand what I'm saying here? Only at Hooters. Hooters.
Well, you're going to go do it again?
Yeah, I'm going to go do it again right now.
All right, well, I'll see you over there, man. Don't let those Antifa communist bastards take your pillows away. Godspeed, soldier. You're doing the right thing.
I had 150 of them screaming in my face on the 14th of this month. I met Rosa Parks. I don't give a fuck.
You don't know shit!
You don't either. Look
You're
at
a
you,
dumbass,
goofy.
and you're
You
proud
fucking
of your
inbred
stupidity.
fuck. You fucking fascist piece of shit.
Here comes the cops. Oh, his pillow. Not the pillow. Michael Lindell.
Do you think there's any type of common ground that could be reached?
Yeah, there's a little gap. I think they could change some of the requirements to own an AR. You know, back in the old days, we didn't have the same type of weapons. So they could change the law and make it 21.
Do you think that kid should have been able to buy an AR?
I don't know. Somebody worked on the kid's brain. They worked on that one in Buffalo also. He drove 300 miles to shoot black people at a store. He probably could have drove a few miles within the city he was already in.
I guess the main difference is like the dude in Buffalo was motivated by like racial hatred, whereas it seems like the guy.
It was only racial hatred because the guy was white.
I think he had the N-word written on the gun, and he published like a big manifesto talking about.
Abortions you motherfuckers had. Well, that's what they're telling us.
How many fucking abortions have y'all had? Holy shit, this is wild. This is so fucking crazy. Dip your guns in ranch. That's the most American thing I've ever heard. That gold cross will get him to heaven. I agree. How can this guy get a gun and a background check? Listen, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much, moving Dutchman. This has to be so weird to all of our overseas friends. This has to be so fucking crazy to be on the outside of America looking in right now. Like, just like, what the fuck are these people doing over there? Not bootleg Aquaman asking how many abortions they have. Bootleg Aquaman. I want to know what the fuck abortions has to do with fucking people being against guns and mass shootings. That's what I want to know. But people are just like looking to just talk shit to each other. They're not looking to listen. There's no listening being done here. It's just, let's hurtle insults and that will change their minds. Who the fuck is listening to that? As soon as you get called a fucking, what did he call? What was that big bad baby? What big butchy baby boomer? I don't know what the fuck he said. That shit is crazy. I don't know if we talked about it here, but I think the guns being used is just a symptom. Jesus. Is just a symptom of a society where way too many are left behind emotionally, financially, and this bullshit rhetorics and rabbit hole. I think you're not wrong. I think you're not wrong, Morby. I think that there's probably, it's just cinnamon. Yeah, Jesus. I think that you're on to something there. I think that there is a lot of people left behind, and I think a big part of that shows where what I was referencing earlier is that there's just so many people who feel lost, feel like they have nothing. And they either are turning the guns on themselves or killing themselves, or they're going out and shooting other people, and like it really is this weird. It seems like it's mostly for show when the people are talking about we need a mental health we need to help people mental health and blah blah blah. It feels like it's not real. It feels like it's more of a show. Like, that's the thing about America. It seems like the outside, as long as the outside looks nice, it doesn't matter what's going in on the inside, right? It's like, don't be fat, look beautiful, be perfect. Do the fuck, like be, you have to be a perfect member of society. You fucking hide your shame. Just now in the last few years have we been able to talk about mental health without some kind of stigma attached to it. There's still a big stigma attached to it. So this is all, I feel like we're in some growing pains right now. Like, we're trying to transform into something else, whether that's AI robots or if we're just turning into, I don't know, maybe this is the demise and the death throes, or this is the transformation into a better society. I don't know. But it does seem like there is a sea change occurring, and a lot of people sort of get left behind in all of that. And I don't know what the solution is at this point. And I don't think anyone really gives a fuck. I really don't think people give a fuck. These people care about these things here, but do they care about do they actually care about what they're saying, or do they just want to get one up on somebody right now? I don't know. I know there's people there that really are passionate about what they're talking about here, but I don't know what the solution is, man. I don't know. Same over here. It's bad. You got to wait 1 year to get an appointment for mental health. Damn. That's because y'all got that socialized medicine. If y'all just opened up medical centers at your local Hooters, just put some fucking ranch sauce on it. God damn it. Almost 7 a.m. I'm going to dip. No worries, Zippy. Thank you so much for hanging out. Get some rest, my friend. I hope tomorrow brings you another beautiful and fruitful day. Something's really going to happen. It's so bad. Healthcare is close to collapse. Man, we just need more Hooters. Just put some ranch on it. Okay? Just put some ranch on it and call it a day, goddammit. And you're fine. You're okay. You'll be okay. Fuck, put some buffalo wing sauce on that shit. You'll be all right.
I don't know the facts because I hadn't seen them.
We are done with your bullshit.
Why would this kid put a manifesto together anyway?
Chuck Schumer didn't want us to pass laws to protect schools. He doesn't want cops in schools. He doesn't want to harden the target. He wants your kids to be killed. That's why the Democrats advocate for murdering children in the womb. They don't care about life. The NRA has a fucking thing to do with it. You idiot. When did the NRA kill somebody? You're an idiot. I know who you are. Dude, what the heck? I want to talk to you. Yes.
Hell yeah, cool. So how do you feel about what's going on right now with them over there?
I don't not like them. They're human beings. I love everybody. Okay, they have souls. You're an idiot. But it's just sad because they're confused.
Yeah.
The problem isn't the guns. The problem is a people problem, okay? Ever since 1973, we legalized abortion. I think that was a real downfall in American society because we've murdered millions of children. Why is it okay to murder children in the womb, but not okay to murder kids in school? I know this isn't your usual thing. You usually just let people talk. But I want to listen to what you think.
Well, I'm curious if you think there's any common ground that can be found between...
See, that's a very complicated thing to talk about, and I think there is room for that, okay?
What a fucking idiot. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What the fuck? It's like, how is it okay to kill babies, but it's not okay to go and shoot up a school? What the fuck is going on here? I want abortions till kids are 10. That's rough. Look, there are some people who do want post birth abortions. That is a real thing. It's like, I don't want this anymore. Throw it in the burner. Take that fucking thing to Hooters and just drop it off at the door. All right? Just take that fucking thing to Hooters, dip it in ranch sauce, and call it a day, goddamn. I don't want it anymore. It fell out of me in the toilet while I was taking a shit. Morbius canceled. Oh, man. Look, you really offended... Listen, you really offended Moving Dutchman, and I can't believe you did that. I can't believe it. There you go. That's for you, Morbs. I can't believe you did that shit. Take that boy to Hooters. Take that boy to Hooters. Take that boy to Hooters and turn him into a man. Take him to Hooters, he'll be a man. All right. This is the greatest video ever made, I think. We're all losing it. This is lose it time, son. Like mentally fucking losing it. This fucking world is going nuts right now.
Okay. I think we can have mental health evaluations, and I think, what was it, Dad? What was the statistics like for the adult population?
It's about 25% of the adult population in America suffer from some form of mental illness.
Yeah. I think people in general should be evaluated and should have help. Whenever you go into a gun store, you have to fill out a paperwork called a 4473 and say, hey, they're going to run a background check. This 4473, this document, it's a document to look at your background.
Oh,
okay?
Jesus.
It's not going to know the heart of man. We need to better keep up with the health of our people because we're suffering people, okay? We have more access to hardcore porn on the internet, whittling down the psyche of humans and literally making us just sick people. You can't legislate morality, and you can't tell what you are really going to do. But at the end of the day, we live in a free society, and we have these rights and privileges, and that's what happens. You know, they don't have school shootings in China because you can't own firearms in China.
Do you know that the most popular porn category in America right now is incest?
I had no idea, no.
Isn't that insane?
Why? Why is that the case?
Tonight, leggings, shapewear, and handbags came down the runway. But this is no ordinary fashion show.
Discreetly designed so no one can tell that you have a weapon.
The concealed carry fashion show targets what the NRA calls its fastest growing demographic, women.
Oh shit, it's a gun fucking fashion show. This is amazing. They want to take care of health of people after they get shot. Okay, big brain move. That's how we do it. Porn is the reason for abortions. Oh my god. Hot take. Hot take, everybody. I think porn is probably part of the reason why there's so many suicides. Porn is probably the reason why I'm fucking constantly hounding my wife for sex. Oh yeah, they gonna Jesus rose on the third day. Jesus rose on the third day. Them they're gonna Jesus rose on the third day. Them, yeah, they might. Listen, what Jesus needs to do is take his ass down to Hooters, get himself some wings, and wife him up one of them poor lost souls working there with their booties and boobies hanging out, all right? And then that'll end gun violence. That'll do it. Let him dip his pain and suffering in ranch sauce and call it a day. Clicking away from the second screen, only watching Twitch now. Moving Dutchman. Moving Dutchman was watching incest porn, and he's like, listen, I'm feeling called out right now. It is true, like, the biggest category of porn is not necessarily incest, but step sister, step brother, step whatever porn, or half brother, half sisters type stuff. And I'm not going to say that I haven't watched that, but I've also watched, I'm trying to think if I should drag someone's name in the gutter with mine, which I won't. Pizza Man! Look at this fucking sexy motherfucker over here. Let's go. Pizza Man and Morgana gets one. So let me write this shit down. So Pizza Man gets a sticker, and Morgana. 2 stickers in one day. My God, what's going on here? And Morgana. Gal Gadot deep fake porn. Ooh, I'm here for it. I'm here for that. Let's watch that. The deep fake porn, I'm here for it. You know what? I want to see Amber Heard getting fucking rammed out. I want to see Amber Heard getting her salad tossed. That's what I want to see. I want to see Amber Heard and her sister just going right at it. Just I want to see him fucking eating groceries. I want a fucking fish fillet going on, son. I want to see Amber and her sister just fucking scissoring until they both explode with pleasure. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I'll stop. Let's pull it up and get canceled. Pizza Man, thank you so much for redeeming that sticker. 20,000 fresh bars. That is incredible. Thanks for the stream. Work's done and family time. You're like, you won't believe what they were talking about Twitch today. Brendan, take your family to Hooters, goddammit, treat them right, all right? You treat them right. You take them to Hooters. You show your family a good time. You order them a steak and make sure you put extra ketchup on that steak, all right now? You heard? You fucking dip your steak in ranch sauce and you have yourself a good night. I fry yay all day. Let's go. All right, let's get back to this fashion show. We don't have one yet. I think they're opening one here soon. Well, goddammit, you better fucking... you got a butt fuckers? We will go to Fuddruckers. That works. That works. Butt fuckers works. That I gotta get my own toppings. That's right. You ain't gonna take nobody's shit. I don't need your ranch sauce, Hooters. I got Fuddruckers. I call the shots here. I don't want to see those titties bouncing around. You put your ass back in those pants, girl. Idiocracy, underrated movie. It is. It really is. I really, really do think it is. Idiocracy is probably one of the best movies ever made, honestly. Ow, my balls. Get out, I'm beating. Fucking, what's the name of the president? Camacho? President Camacho Pendejo or something. That shit is amazing. God, that movie's so good. We should watch that tonight. Raina, we're watching that tonight. We're going to go to Hooters and watch Idiocracy. Brendan Twitching, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. We've been going at it for a long time now, so I appreciate you hanging out here. And have yourself a good night. Make sure you take your family to butt fuckers, and you have a good self. Good night there, buddy. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here. We're watching the latest Channel 5 video, and they went to the NRA conference in Houston, and it's just been amazing. It's just been absolutely incredible. We were supposed to be talking about Nick Cannon and why he'll never get married again. And of course, other music news, but this is just what happened. Pizza Man. This is just what happened. Something I heard in Willow Key's stream today that's worse than running with scissors. Scissoring with the runs. Oh, God, Morby, gross. Oh, Lord. Scissoring with the runs. I like that, actually. No, you don't have to be sorry. You're just canceled. And now a word from our sponsor.
Brought to you by Pfizer. Fuck you. Pay me.
Thank you. You talked of Amber Turd porn. Listen, that I want to see Amber Turd deep fake where she fucking just she eats like Taco Bell. She eats like a pound of sauerkraut, fucking like 6 steaks, and I want to and fucking a handful of X-Lax. I want to see fucking 2 girls, 2 Ambers, 1 cup. That's what I want to see. 2 Ambers, 1 cup. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I want to see her fucking. It runs down your genes. It runs in your genes. That's diarrhea is hereditary, you know. It runs in your genes. Dear God. Dear God. Deep fake Amber Heard shit porn. Shiza. All right, let's get back to this fucking NRA fashion show here. Look at this lady right here is a picture of fucking, this is who I imagine that carries around a gun in their bra. You guys hear about that mass shooting in Virginia where somebody showed up at a graduation party and one of the ladies fucking took them out? So there's a win for guns, right? 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 All right. Yes, yes, queen. Yes, king. Yes. These fucking dorks. Oh my God. Come on. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Please say that kid is packing. Please say that kid. Oh, no, Dad is. Dad's packing. I was really hoping that kid was packing. Oh, come on. Why you gotta bum us out, bro?
Shooter worked. It's around a week ago where 19 students and 2 teachers were killed at Robb Elementary School.
There should be.
Wendy's where the shooter
Show them,
worked.
baby.
Apparently he used to work the graveyard shift at the drive-through window until about 2.5 weeks ago he quit abruptly once he had saved up about $4,000, which was enough to buy 2 assault rifles, ammunition, and a bulletproof vest.
This is the store where the school shooter picked up the guns and ammunition that he used in the shooting. He actually ordered the guns online, but this was like a transfer store where they shipped it here and then he picked it up. This is where the shooter drove his pickup truck through a guardrail and crashed out, like right here. Got out of the car, went over to the funeral home here, shot at a few people, but then didn't hit anybody. Then he walked over into this building, and that was the site of all this.
You go to sleep. Well, sure, they're in a lot of pain.
And my husband was here getting the mail when he heard gunshots, but it was.
decimos que no hemos pecado, le hacemos a él mentiroso y su palabra no está en nosotros. Amen.
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 Amen. Amen.
That was her favorite song. She
Oh,
loved
God
it.
damn it.
To want to be better, and we're not.
Think AR should be banned?
Fuck yes. There is absolutely no reason for that.
Mind you, I have a pistol, but I don't think that a semi-automatic weapon is necessary in our country. I just don't see the need. I don't see the purpose. I think in this case, I know the bodies of the children were shredded as a result of that. What do we need that for? I don't understand it.
They say that like having those high capacity assault rifles are the final line of defense against a tyrannical government.
Oh, please. I think we're already facing a tyrannical government when we have things like this happen. Well, there's no excuse for this. I don't care what they say. They're wrong.
Unless it happens to one of their own, then they're not going to do anything. You know. And Ted Cruz, he's a sorry person for a position that he holds. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. But we're not supposed to say anything? If he can say what he wants, I can say what I want. They should have rushed in. That's their job. What, almost an hour before they decided to do anything? No, that's unheard of. It really is.
Breaking news in the investigation to the school shooting tonight. Texas DPS is telling us the Uvalde CISD police chief has not been cooperating with investigators. On Friday, DPS Director Steve McGraw said the school district police chief was the incident commander at Robb Elementary School who made the call to wait to take down the gunman.
If they had, they would probably save several of those lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the most fucked up thing about this is how long it took, how the local police department just completely failed. They were arresting people outside of the school. They were pulling out tasers on parents. They're trying to stop other law enforcement from going in. It's like, and this asshole, this jagoff over here is he's being uncooperative. And I think he was just recently voted in. And now I think he's stopped talking to all investigators. And I think that's fucked up, man. Like, you know, this is what I'm talking about, accountability. When we were kind of talking about, you know, defunding police and such, is that there has to be accountability for people, for people in law enforcement. They need to be held to a higher standard. And if we're gonna let we can't allow this fraternity and this what do you call it, this we can't allow these situations where people are turning a blind eye and turning to wrongdoings within the departments. It has to be held to a higher standard. These cops should be prosecuted to the highest form of the law. Like they shouldn't get, because cops always get off easy. Even when they're in the wrong, cops will get off easy. That Derek Chauvin guy who killed George Floyd, I mean, he literally took a video of somebody choking someone out with their knee for 8 minutes to get someone actually prosecuted and he was prosecuted, pretty well. But how many cops are let off the hook because of their service over the years? Like, fuck you. I don't care how long you serve. The longer you serve, the longer the fucking sentence, because you know how this job is and you know what goes into this. And if you're going to allow this shit to happen, then you need to be fucking held accountable. And I think that's the biggest thing, is like, we need to have accountability for these fucking people who are running around with guns. These fucking sloppy fucking cops who are just fat as fuck, who can't do shit other than shoot people. Breonna Taylor, yeah, man. There's a lot of shit that goes on unpunished because of what they serve some time on the force. They don't fucking matter. That doesn't matter. It's accountability. It's a fucking accountability, and that's what we're lacking, is accountability. We're lacking accountability from the lowest to the highest. There's no form of accountability. Our politicians aren't held accountable. Our local congressmen aren't held accountable. They're always pushing the buck off on somebody or blaming the people. And then you got fucking cops who are fucking never held accountable. Judges fucking asshole judges who aren't held accountable or taking kickbacks to put in more people in prison because these private prisons are paying these judges to fill up their prisons because they get money from the government. They're just milking the taxpayers, locking up people for bullshit reasons. There's no accountability. Everything gets kicked down the road. And that's what we're lacking a lot of in this country, is just the accountability of these people who are supposed to be working for us. Does every state have different law enforcement handbooks? Because where was that with no knock rule? Yeah, right? Yeah. Fucking Brianna, man. Yo, that's crazy. Someone took an AR into a public park on the river in my town a few years ago, and repose time was crazy fast. They took that dude out. Yeah, well, rightfully so, man. Fucking get them out of here. Get those people the fuck out of here. And it's like, I don't like violence, but the response, I see, the response time was crazy fast. The repose. Yo, and you know, hats off to those fucking brave souls who ran in there at somebody with the AR-15. Because fucking cops don't come with AR-15s mostly. I mean, now there's a lot, actually. That's not true. We have totally militarized our fucking police force, which is very interesting. But still, most cops on duty aren't running into situations with AR-15s and shit fucking strapped up. They have their sidearm and they're running in there. And whatever they're running into is what they have to face. And the cowardice and the poor leadership of this situation right here in Uvalde, it got a bunch of children shot. And that's just fucking, it's sad. It's sad. It didn't have to be this fucking horrific. These cops could have ran in there and did something. But they fucking chose to stay outside. Fucking for whatever cowardice reason, they chose to stay outside. They listened to their commander or their chief, who is now uncooperative with investigators. It's gross. It's a gross situation. And, you know, I don't think that these cops represent all cops countrywide, because, look, Pete's man even was saying that fucking, you know, they ran up in there with somebody with a fucking automatic rifle and just was like, you know what, we got to get rid of this guy. This guy has to go. You take this motherfucker down to Hooters, okay? Take him down to Hooters, you dip him in ranch sauce, and you flush his ass down the toilet like the piece of shit he is. They had ARs. Oh, shit. Well, yeah, that's why I kind of had to take a step back and not, not fucking speak too quick there, because we have militarized our police. Our police are no longer citizens of the neighborhoods they patrol. They're fucking now they watch over us with their fucking tanks and shit. Like, I don't know. They've just become fucking extensions of the corporate state, I suppose. I remember driving through the area like, what the fuck, cops directing traffic with war weapons? Yo, if you have been down in New York City anytime lately, there's cops with AR-15s lining up around what's that place called? Times Square. The last time I was in New York City, which was before the pandemic, no, that wasn't before the pandemic. Where there was cops, that was just last fucking year. That was last fall. I was in New York City. Did they have the cops lined up with AR-15s? All I know is there was a lot of rats, and there was a lot of fucking drug addicts just high as fuck on those subways. Just, it was awesome. I want to take those drug addicts down to Hooters, buy them a nice meal, try to wife up these homeless people with mental health problems. Fuck, get them some ranch sauce, goddammit. Let's get these motherfuckers some ranch sauce. Get these women husband up. Get these homeless people wifed up. And that's going to end the gun violence. Let me tell you something, folks. Take their asses down to Hooters. Rats